Today we are making the banana Nutella French toast roll-ups. They are anabolic, they are high in protein and they are low in calories, which is what we want. As for my last video, I already told you, you need to have high protein and you need to obviously be in a calorie deficit. And you also want to be able to enjoy what you're eating. I bought the Anabolic Cookbook 2.0 because I was starting to get a bit bored of like what I was eating. You know, you gotta switch it up sometimes. You can't just always eat the same things. I do like to eat the same things and I pretty much have eaten the same thing from the beginning. But it's nice to kind of switch it up and have something different. Obviously you guys saw how you make French toast in my what I eat in a day video because that is legit what I eat every day. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make it. Also, we're gonna be rating it out of 5 and I promise that just because me and Greg are like this, just because we're like this, I will give my honest review of it. Because if you didn't know, Greg assessed my body fat transformation. If you haven't seen that, I'll link that there. So I won't be letting him calling me amazing and saying that I am perfectly healthy. You know what I mean? Like, I won't let what he has said about me influence my opinion on the recipe. I already measured out most of the stuff just to save some time, yeah? What you will need is 30 grams of banana, 8 grams of chocolate peanut butter protein powder, or I just use chocolate protein powder, 2.5 grams of cocoa powder, 15 milliliters of water, 2 regular ass bread. In my what I eat in a day video, right? Most people don't say nothing about it. But I had a few comments, and let's be real, even just one comment is too much.
Why the hell am I eating white bread?
Right, don't come for me for eating regular ass bread. Go for Greg, right? I'm joking, but seriously, there is nothing wrong with eating white bread. Like, it's not gonna make you fat. I've been eating white bread since I started losing weight and I've managed to lose 120 pounds. I'm telling you now, white bread won't make you fat. Only thing that will make you gain weight is eating in a calorie surplus. So if I was to eat this whole loaf of bread, depending on how many calories are in there, and that's the only thing I ate, I still wouldn't gain weight. How many? I don't know how many slices are in a loaf of bread, but as long as it's under my maintenance calories, I won't be gaining weight. But if you're happy eating like whole grain bread, that's fine. But yeah, two slices of regular ass bread, 120 grams of egg whites. What I used to do before I found this carton, I actually found it in Asda, opposite like where the milk is. You can actually get it in the UK. I actually thought you couldn't for some reason. What I did used to use before I actually got this was just use like normal eggs, and then like when you crack it, you just separate the yolk. It's kind of long, you have to waste quite a lot of eggs to get 120 grams, but it can be done. Or you can just be easy and get the egg whites, you know what I mean? It says 2 packets of sweetener or 4 teaspoons of sweetener, half a teaspoon of vanilla, quarter teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of just regular cinnamon. Then for the toppings, you've got some peanut butter powder, so 3 grams of peanut butter powder and 40 grams of strawberries. And I've used 60 grams of strawberries, but that's just because I couldn't be bothered to throw away half a strawberry or something, so yeah. And then I use this for my low calorie syrup. It's literally per 100 milliliters is 4 calories roughly. I literally find the sweet skinny sauces like nicer. I'm not a fan of the savoury ones, to be fair. So I've already measured out my egg whites, and then I'm just gonna add the sweetener, cinnamon and vanilla into the bowl of egg whites.
Remember that belly she had? It's gone. Of course there's loose skin. So what? The fat's gone. 25% body fat. Imagine how healthy she is. Remember, 25% is as healthy as it can be? She could have lost half as much weight as she did and still been amazing, but no, she lost even more. She's down to 25%.
You just mix it until it's well mixed. That's what he says, until it's well mixed. So that's your egg whites all mixed. So you put protein powder and coconut powder in the bowl, and then you mix 15 milliliters of water in it. What I do is I mix this in together first, and then you add the banana and mash the banana into it. So it kind of like looks like that at the minute. But yeah, like just keep adding water to it until you get like a spread consistency, and you just mash it. So you just mash it into like a thick kind of spread. So it looks kind of like that. It's kind of like a thick chocolatey spread. And then you get your 2 pieces of bread and just spread this on. You can actually add like sweetener if you want it to taste a bit sweeter. So yeah, I normally do actually add sweetener to the chocolate spread. It's basically a chocolate spread. And the one good thing about this chocolate spread is when I feel for like just chocolate spread on toast or whatever, you can actually incorporate like this into it. So even if you didn't want to have the banana inside there and you wanted to just make protein powder and the cocoa powder and mix that into a paste with water and then kind of like toast your bread and then slice banana and put it on top of that. Like that's how I eat it sometimes. Just if if I'm just in the mood for like a chocolate spread on toast or something like that. You just don't think of these ideas, and that's why I do actually like the cookbook, because there's so many different things in there that is like, it makes so much sense, but you just don't think of it. Why don't I think of it? It should look like that. So you basically roll them, and this is the only bit that I find like a bit difficult, is keeping them rolled. So you basically roll them into little rolls, and then he says to pinch the sides. But for me, I struggle with it, but once it's all soaked in egg whites and stuff, it's all good. So like that, and then I just fold them like that. You just soak it in your egg whites, like so, and just roll them around. Make it all soak up. It will soak up all the anabolicness, and that's what we want. We want some anabolic. Roll it around, suck it up. You're gonna need some like Fry Light or some low calorie oil spray. Don't be using no oils now. We don't want them extra calories. It doesn't take that long to make, but what you can do is you can actually like meal prep this. Just put it in like a container, let it soak like overnight, and then in the morning you can just take it out and fry it. That would be quicker and easier. I just make it like this. I like it like this. I'll go through the macros with you, just in case you find that like you want to know what the macros are and how many calories it is. We'll go through that right at the end, don't you worry. Just ever so carefully now. Ever so carefully. Pour it all in the pan. F it, mate. F it. Put it in there. Make sure it's on like a medium heat. You don't want to do it too high because it can burn really quickly, and you want to make sure like that you're not just frying outside. Measure out your 3 grams of peanut butter powder. You can literally get it from like any health food shop, or I got mine from Asda, or like any supermarket you can get it from. Where I find it down is like the health aisle or like the freeform aisle. Like have a look down there. This is the chocolate peanut butter powder one, and they also do like a normal just peanut butter powder one. I actually love this one so much. It's literally just like ground peanuts. It's a lot less calories and a lot higher protein than actual peanut butter. So yeah, and with this it tastes so good I don't actually like feel for normal peanut butter anymore. Swap normal peanut butter for this. So the French toast roll-ups are cooked. I've put them on a plate. You add the chopped up strawberries on top. Yeah. And then your peanut butter, and then you just drizzle that on top. You can add extra fruits if you want. I normally add like the rest of the banana that I cut up on there. And then you just add your low calorie sauce. So time for the taste test. I actually did food tech at school, yeah, and when we would test our food, first we would do the appearance, then the taste, and then the texture. So I'm going to give a score for every single one out of 5. 1 being like meh, not that great, 5 being the best I've ever seen, tasted in my life. Appearance, I'm going to have to give it like, if 5 is the best I have ever seen in my life, and considering I'm obviously not a chef, I'm going to say 4.5. Probably not the best I've ever seen in my whole life. Best I've ever made, appearance wise, probably a 5. It looks good to me. Looks like something that you would get if you go to like Creams or Treats or somewhere like a dessert place. Oh, actually, let's cut it open and have a look. Look at that. You're telling me that legit looks like, you know what I mean? Like, look at that chocolate. You can see the banana inside. Looks like a Swiss roll, don't it? Legit looks like, you know, like a Swiss roll. I know my food, I know my cakes. Some strawberry sauce, peanut butter. Alright, so the texture, yeah? Smooth, creamy. You get the creaminess from the chocolate, and then you get a bit of the banana, the lumpy bit of the banana. But it's not a bad lumpy, it's a good lumpy. The bread is soft, but you get a little bit of the crunch from the outside, and then you get the crunch from the strawberry. So it's not dry because you get the syrup. I would tell you what it smells like, but I had the vid and my smell hasn't come back. But I'm pretty sure it smells delicious. Now, I don't normally rate texture. I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. There's nothing about the texture that is disgusting to me. So now we're gonna do another one for the taste. The chocolate spread doesn't taste like Nutella chocolate spread, yeah? It's like a step down. It's like, it's good enough. If I was craving chocolate spread, I can have this and be okay. Like, I'm not gonna die, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, nah. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. If you want it really, really sweet, you can add even more sweetener. Do what you like. Don't let people tell you that sweetener's like bad for you. Just take the sweetener, man. If anything, it gets you on a deficit helps you lose weight. And if you're obese as well, obesity is the biggest killer. I think obesity is probably going to kill more people than sweetener will, so it's just, I think it tastes so good, man. I love this. I love French toast, and then the French toast rolled up with chocolate in there. Boom! We're gonna give this, so 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. Best in your life, I'm thinking when you go creams and you get the waffles with the real chocolate spread, the Nutella waffles with the strawberries on top, like, oh, that is so nice, with a little bit of vanilla ice cream. So that would be a 5 for me. This is gonna have to be a 4 because this is legit a step down from that. Like, if I'm craving that and I have this, I'm good. Guys, try this breakfast. If you haven't tried it, try it. Also, can we talk about why people like watching people eat on camera? I personally hate the sound of people eating, but some people like the ASMR. I'm gonna do some ASMR for you. I'm so sorry. So many people are gonna want to kill me after that. Oh, I hate that sound. I hate that sound. It's disgusting. And let's just quickly go over the macros because I know everyone wants to know. The calories, it's 361 calories, 28 grams of protein, 52 grams of carbohydrates, fiber is 8 grams, sugars is 11 grams, and fat is 4 grams. Very, very good macros, personally, I think. Not that I count macros. I don't count macros. You don't need to count macros. Only thing I count is protein. Leave me a comment down below. Are you going to give this a try? Leave a strawberry emoji if you made it all the way to this far, because these strawberries are good. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell button. I'll be doing what I eat in a days as well, and I'll be doing more of these recipes. Thank you so much for watching.